Yo, what's good, Burgundy Goat Nation? This is Commanders Talk. It's your boy T-May. Commanders! Man, we dusted them boys last night, man. It was fun to watch those boys in action. We beat the Miami Dolphins 20-7 in the preseason game number 1. Yeah, I mean, I know it's preseason, man, but it was football. It was good to see those boys back on the field. It was good to see our offensive coordinator and our defensive coordinator in their bag. Even though it was vanilla, they still was doing their thing. And that's all we want to see as fans, right? We just want to see a competent offense, a competent defense. That's what we saw, man. Now, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, it was a little scary. The Dolphins just kind of marched down the field on us, scored a touchdown. But listen, it was all good because it was our twos versus their ones. Now, I'm not making any excuses for these boys, all right? I don't care if it's the threes versus the ones. You still got to go out there and perform a little bit better. So it's a lot of things we got to sharpen up on, and we could do that in preseason game number 2. But I was impressed by a lot of things last night, and we're going to talk about some of that stuff. But listen, man, the one thing that touched me a little bit, I saw my man Durante Jones out there, and, you know, he's from the DMV area. And for that guy to be back in the stadium, our defensive coordinator, man, I'm going to put that on the screen for you right now. The guy was looking around like, man, this is crazy. And yes, it was crazy, man. That guy, listen, I think he's going to be a hell of a defensive coordinator for the Burgundy and Gold. I think he's going to have these boys flying around. And you saw a little bit of that last night. If you missed the game, the defense was flying around. Now, the defensive tackles can do a little bit better, of course, with stopping that run. And we got to put a little bit more pressure on guys. But like I said before, it was all vanilla. He didn't want to show too much. He didn't show any of the pre-snap disguises like we're going to see in week 1 of the regular season. We didn't see any of that last night. None of it. And I'm cool with that. You want to keep some of that stuff undercover until week 1. That's when you had those guys shuffling around like how they do it in Minnesota. So I'm not too worried about that part of it. Like I said before, we just want to see these guys execute and look like a football squad. And that's what they did, man. They looked just like a football squad, no question, man. All right, so let's talk about the stats of this game, man. We're going to talk about the quarterback play right off the break, man. We had 3 quarterbacks play last night. Marcus Mariota, he didn't play long. He went out early. Some type of injury, a non-contact style injury. Hope the boy is okay. We need Marcus Mariota as a backup, man. He's a hell of a backup quarterback, and we need that guy out there. So when the Mariota man left the game, we was all focused on the battle for the QB3 spot. AK versus Sam Hartman. Sam Hartman got his number called first. He came in the game. He looked awful. In the beginning, he looked awful. He had a terrible interception. He looked terrible. But he gathered himself. And he started playing better. And my man Sam finished 8 of 15 for 80 yards and 1 interception. He gathered himself, and that's what you want to see in a third-string quarterback, all right? He actually gathered himself. He calmed himself down, and the boy went out there and played much better later in the game. Now, AK came in after that, all right? After my man Hartman. And how did he look? In my opinion, man, AK looked good, man. He looked good. He looked calm. He looked like he was in control of the offense. He looked like they was moving the ball. He was making some nice throws. I think that guy AK, in my opinion, I think he's a better quarterback than Sam Hartman. Now, my man AK finished 6 of 10 for 87 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But he looked like he was in control of the offense, right? And that's what you want from your third-string quarterback, at least. That's what I think. You know, you don't want that guy to go out there and try to light it up. You want him to just move the ball when he has to. And that's what he did, man. So shout out to my man AK. Sam Hartman, I think right now he's behind in that battle to my man AK. So we'll see how that thing unfolds. So let's tap in on the running game. Hey, man, David Blau had them boys running behind a makeshift offensive line, too. Josh Carley Jr. wasn't out there. We all know Laramie Tunsil wasn't out there. The Lumberjack wasn't playing. And our starting center was out. Man, we had like all backups in there. And we were still able to run that ball. I was very impressed with that. And I was very impressed with 2 running backs indeed. The fat man looked good, man. That guy, he don't have that wiggle when he run. He's a straightforward runner, a one-cut guy. But he is a compliment to my man Bill and my man Rashad White. He's a perfect compliment to those guys, man. So I think he's going to bring that heat this year for the Burgundy and Gold. And, of course, we had another guy, undrafted guy out there balling. My man Robert Henry Jr. He balled out. And that guy's a smaller guy, and he's shifty. But I think last night, that guy played his way onto the practice squad. No question about it. That guy right there should be on the practice squad for the Burgundy and Gold. Now, the fat man, he finished with 23 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. His longest run was 16 yards. Robert Henry Jr. finished with 12 carries for 75 yards, an average of 6.3 yards a carry. One touchdown. His long was 22 yards. The running game was in that bag last night. Now, we can keep that up with this defense, what we saw last night. Yeah, I think we're going to make the playoffs. And the road to the playoffs starts right now, and it feels good. We're going to make the playoffs. Trust me, your boy teammate got you. We're going to make the playoffs this season, man. No question about it. And it starts right now. So listen, who else balled out as far as on the offensive side of the ball? Just check out the receivers now. I'm looking at some of these stats right here. And my man, Jacoby Jones, he let me down. He had a drop that was in his hands, but he made a comeback from that. He made a hell of a catch. He had 2 receptions, 33 yards. His long was 28 yards. And Jaden Lane, we had a Jaden Lane sighting, man. My man, Jaden Lane, he had 3 receptions, 31 yards, man. His longest was 17 yards. Colson Yankov, one of the tight ends. I think we're going to carry 4 tight ends, man. I think Colson Yankov will be one of those guys. Colson Yankov had 2 receptions for 24 yards. His longest was 17 yards. De'Ami Brown was in the building last night. Now, De'Ami Brown, I'm a little nervous about him. I think he might be on that bubble getting cut. But if he keeps performing like he did last night, he only had 1 catch. But you can tell by that crisp route running, De'Ami Brown brings a lot to the table. And I think he might have earned himself a roster spot last night. De'Ami Brown had 1 catch for 22 yards. Now the undrafted guy, my man, Jaden Bradley. That's my guy. You know, I love them underdogs, all right? The guy like him, Henry, I'm cheering these guys on. So my man Jaden Bradley had 2 receptions for 21 yards, man. That's excellent. My man Traylon Burks was out there. He had 1 reception for 16 yards. Antonio Williams, the rookie, had 1 reception for 16 yards as well. And my man Van Jefferson had 1 reception for 14 yards. Other than that, there wasn't a lot going on. My man Luke McCaffrey. What's up, Luke? This is your time to shine. You are training camp preseason Luke. But you was MIA last night. We got to get that guy some more looks. We got to get him some more looks. We got to see what this guy can do. Right now, he's penciled in as the starter in the slot receiver spot. So we got to see what this guy can do, man. It's time for Luke to break out, man. Hopefully, Jaden Daniels will feed that guy next week. So, man, I'm hoping the starters will play a lot more next week. Jaden Daniels, the offensive line, besides Lermy, of course, and Bill, Scary, Diggs. I want to see those cats out there next week. Just for a short sample size. Not the whole game, of course, but maybe a series or 2. That's what we need to see from those guys, from the starters next week. All right, now let's jump over to the defensive side of the ball. Who balled out on the defense? There was a couple guys that was balling out, even on special teams. My man Antonio Hamilton Sr., he was the leading tackler last night. He had 5 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 pass breakup, man. He balled out. That guy is playing his way on this squad, and I'm telling you, that's why I love preseason, because you see guys like this who ball out, who want to make this squad, man. They got nothing to lose. I'm going to leave it all on the field. And my man Antonio Hamilton Sr., he did just that last night. Ricky Barber, the big defensive tackle, the undrafted guy from 2 seasons ago. He had 5 tackles last night and 1 sack. He's playing his way on the squad. And you already know, like I said before, I love them underdogs, man. This is an underdog right here. If he keeps playing on this level, he's going to be a Washington Commander this season. He's going to get some reps, too. Let's keep going with the defense. My man Joshua Joseph, man, the rookie from this season, man, he had 3 tackles last night. He didn't get home, no sacks, but you can see this guy is more than capable of getting home. All right, and this guy will get home. Another guy who balled out to me is my man Shy Tuttle, the nose tackle. Yeah, he's backing up my man Big Tim Settle. But I'm telling you right now, if Tim Settle don't ball, my man Shy Tuttle will start, because that guy looked good, man. He was collapsing that pocket in the middle. They just got to do a better job of stopping the run. They got to be a little more stout up front to stop that run. But I think that's all going to come with time. I think those boys are going to ball out on defense. It's going to be fun to watch. My man Sonny Styles, he didn't do too much last night. He only was out there for 1 series, 3 tackles last night. Curtis Jacobs, man, another linebacker, had 3 tackles. My man Coho from UCLA, man. Now, I love that guy, and I love my man Kane Madrino. The problem with that is these 2 cats, man, I think they're going to make the squad, or one might make the practice squad, one will probably make the final 53. We stacked at linebacker. So these guys have got to make their presence felt, and both kind of did last night, especially my man Coho. Actually, he had an interception last night as well. He finished with 2 tackles and 1 pick. That's how you play yourself on this squad, man. He had a pass breakup and an interception and 2 tackles last night. My man Jordan McGee, that's my guy, man. He had 2 tackles last night. That's it. I think he got banged up a little bit. He had something going on with his chest. He kept grimacing most of the game. But Jordan McGee was out there, and I think hopefully he could make the squad, man. I don't want to see him get cut. Him, my man Sonny, and Leo, those are the 3 young future linebackers of the squad, man. So I want to see those 3 guys play a lot this season and play a lot together. My man Fred Davis had 2 tackles last night, and my man Quan Martin. Man, we had a Quan Martin sighting. Quan Martin had 1 big hit, and he had a pick, man. Quan Martin is battling, and he's been playing most of training camp with the 2s. That's what he's been doing. My man Will Harris is above Quan Martin as far as depth chart, and my man Revo is ahead of Quan Martin as well. So he's like 4th on that depth chart as far as the safety. But last night, this is how you make your case. Like, yo, man, I need to be out there. I'm making plays. It is what it is. I might be 4th in the depth chart right now, but by the time the preseason is over, I might even be starting again. So Quan Martin showed off a little bit last night. That's what we need to see from this guy if he's going to regain that starting spot at free safety. All right, let's switch gears, man. Let's talk about the injuries from last night. And thank goodness, man, it wasn't a lot. The only guy that I saw get hurt was my man Marcus Mariota. It was a non-contact injury. He kind of went down, something with his leg, his knee. But I think he's going to be okay. He left the game on his own power. He walked off the field. I think he'll be fine. We'll find out more about Marcus Mariota on Monday with Dan Quinn. He always gives updates, of course, on injuries. And my man Marcus Mariota should be all right. So I'm not too worried about that. All right, man. Now, you know how we do it on Commanders Talk. It's time to give out some game balls, man. I'm going to give the first game ball to the fat man. My man K-Tron Allen, he had the 23 carries on 85 yards and 1 touchdown. He looked incredible out there, no question. And I'm going to give another game ball to another running back, my man Robert Henry Jr. 12 carries for 75 yards, an average of 6.3 yards a pop and a touchdown. And he had a long run of 22 yards. Them 2 guys get game balls, man, no question. And I'm going to switch to the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to give my man Quan Martin a game ball. Quan Martin had 1 big stick, which was great to see, and he had an interception back there, free safety. So my man Quan Martin, salute to that guy, man. We're going to get that guy a game ball. Hey, Quan Martin, man, keep balling out. I want to see you out there, man. Keep doing your thing, boy. All right, I'm going to give another game ball to AK, man, the 3rd-string quarterback. I think he's going to win that job, man. He looked phenomenal out there. He looked calm. He looked poised for a rookie. Man, he was looking good out there last night, and that's what you want for a 3rd-string quarterback, to look just how he looked last night. So I'm going to give that guy a game ball, and I'm going to give my man Antonio Hamilton Sr. a game ball. And he had some big tackles on special teams, man. You got to love a guy like that just balling out on special teams. No question, so I'm going to give that guy a game ball. All right, so those are the game balls, and if you're familiar with Commanders Talk, we give out game balls, and we give out trash can awards. That's right, trash can awards. If you play like trash, you're going to get called out on this show right here, no question about it. So I'm going to give out a trash can award, and the first guy, the first trash can award recipient of 2026, Johnny Newton. Come on down, man. You get the first trash can award of 2026. Man, what was Johnny Newton doing out there, man? This guy wanted to be a starter on this squad. Did he look like a starter to you last night? Nah, man, he had like a little bit of pressure on maybe 2 plays. Other than that, he was getting pushed around, man. He couldn't stop the run. He couldn't get no pressure. He couldn't do anything out there. Johnny Newton has got to step up. And this guy's supposed to be taking over for Daron Payne next season as a starter. He's got to step up his game, man. So right now, you get that trash can award from last night, man. No question about it, my man Johnny Newton. Step your game up, boy. You got to do way better than this. You are better than this, all right? Ball out, man, and stop playing around out there. So preseason game number 1 is in the books. The Washington Commanders beat the Miami Dolphins 20-7, man. It was fun to watch those guys out there last night. And also them uniforms last night. Man, them burgundy jerseys, boy, was fire. No question about it. Now listen, man, next week we got another preseason game. And hopefully the starters will play a little bit. At least 1, maybe 2 series. We face the Detroit Lions next week. That's a Saturday game, August 22nd at 12 p.m., man. So y'all mark your calendars for this one. This right here is going to be a nice measuring stick for the burgundy and gold. I think we're going to go out there and beat them boys in preseason game number 2. And hopefully our 2nd and 3rd string guys will ball out too. I can't wait to see my man Stephon Diggs out there with Scary Terry. Curry and Jaden Daniels feeding them guys. Ooh, my man Chig too, and Bill in the backfield. Man, I'm already hyped for next week, man. I can't wait to see this. Now, before we get out of here, though, man, I saw one thing last night that was funny to me. You probably missed this. I'll put this on the screen for you. The defensive tackle, the undrafted guy, man, he was celebrating interception last night, and I love the way he celebrated. I want to see more of this guy on the field, man. Check this out. I want to see more of that stuff, man. I love that, man. I love you celebrating. Them boys having fun out there on defense. That's what it's all about, man. Gotta have fun. If you want to win these games, you want to be a top 10 defense, you gotta ball out and you gotta have fun. They having fun out there, man. Shout out to that guy. Salute to my man Jeffrey Ember, man. He looked great out there, man. I love the way you celebrate, man. Keep doing your thing, boy. All right, nations, in this episode, man, appreciate y'all for chiming in. Listen, get in the comment section and let me know who you think balled out last night for the Burgundy and Gold. I gave you my list. Give me yours in the comment section. Also, while you're down there, though, make sure you bang the subscribe button. Pow! And also hit that like button and ring the notification bell so you be notified every time we drop a fire episode of Commander's Talk. This is Commander's Talk. It's your boy T May. Salute.